Special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Singularity podcast with our host Gary Lyon Otto, and we continue with these in the season 3 with a series of questions. These series of questions make you think, and that's by reading the book Singularity: Mankind's Search for Relevance. You're going to find out what's happening with DI, what is digital intelligence, and how can we intertwine ourselves with digital intelligence. So our question today, really, really interesting, is will mankind be able to overcome the obstacles and genetically engineer its genome in an attempt to remain competitive with DI? This is an amazing question.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Thing is, we are obviously going to be quite short on we're going to be passed so quickly. We are being passed so quickly, and it's going to be very difficult for us to stay competitive. And I'm not sure we really can compete with digital intelligence, but to stay in the game, so to speak, to upgrade who we are as beings. And when you talk about genetic engineering, we're talking about actually there's we breed cattle, we breed dogs and cats, and we try to, that's a manipulating within the existing genome where we're just trying to enhance features that we like. But we're talking about genetically engineering. We're talking about modifying the human genome. Find what is the seed of intelligence, find a way to expand and work on that, to actually maybe even change our species from being human to something that's advanced of that. But the problem is there's some real societal issues with that. Are we going to be able to overcome those societal issues and be able to go into this, never land, so to speak, of where we're going, where we actually are trying to modify who we are, and then do we create a super race, so to speak? I don't know. That's what the breeding side is what Hitler was trying to do with the Nazi youth, which was this disgusting. When you consider how he approached the whole thing. But the thing is, we're talking eugenics on that score, but we're going beyond eugenics. We're actually talking about, because we have the whole human genome mapped. Once we identify this is what can enhance the brain's development, can make it more effective and so forth. Also make us healthier, make us all these different aspects of things that we can address. I believe we will do it, but it's a sticky wicket, so to speak.
Oh, it totally is. And you just never know where things are going to take and develop. And I hope, based on this question, I really hope that we can compete with DI. And the thing that we need to look at is we need to write down our skill set, get a notebook, write down our skill set, and say, what can DI do better than us right now? What can't it? And enhance what it can't do right now. It could end up doing it before, but now at least you're ahead of DI at this point in time in this certain skill set. So you better enhance it, become better and better and better at it. So, and then try to keep up with other skills that they've left you behind. Say, okay, they've left me behind in this skill of simply doing this task, but now I can try to enhance this task to catch up a little bit to DI because it's possible, and then really enhance my skills that DI cannot replace right now.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's interesting. We'll see where it goes, but I think I'm probably not going to be one of the bigger, witnesses of it, just because of I'm getting older here. But I think at some point we're gonna find a way that we can. Uh, I know we're going to want to try to find ways to make our bodies more robust. But I think the mind is really the most critical part. How do we stay mentally, uh, keep ourselves advancing? See, we've lost track of how to even educate people. Our education systems have collapsed. Now, other countries, some are much better than we are, but we're one of the worst. And we, because it's not politically correct to make people work hard to learn and go through all the hoops and everything else and compete, be meritocracy based versus, based based life form, society. In reality, that's an issue. So if we're not willing to do that, are we going to really be willing to modify ourselves? Well, I'll tell you what, who may be willing to do that would be China. I mean, they're certainly going to try to find any way. They couldn't care less about the social aspects of it. If they can find a super race, create a super race in any way they can, they will do it. And of course, competition may force us to, to fall in line and also push ourselves in that direction.
Absolutely. It's really exciting times coming, Gary, and I'm excited about where things are going. So go to GaryLyonAuto.net, purchase Singularity Mankind, search for relevance, but really look at your skills right now, what you do at work every day, what you do in your business every day, and say which ones has DI replaced, and then which ones can we enhance. And if we stay ahead of the curve, Gary, we might be okay.
I think yes.
All right. That was the special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show, and the Singularity Podcast.